Hello everyone. We have a Ruko 1200 here with barrel spools. Here's our key bedding. You can see a lot of low lifts. That's not gonna matter a whole hell of a lot. This has a super paracentric keyway. So we are gonna get in here, our key up, and then we're gonna put some bottom of keyway tension here with this tension wrench down coming this way. And then I'm actually gonna pick this with a flag pick for the majority of this. There is a portion of it where I do need to pick on the front pin with a hook, just because it's too much lift for the flag to accomplish. And the rest of it is going to be with this whole multi-pick flag. This has forked key pins. Which reminds me of shrews a little bit. And if you know anything about animals, that joke is hilarious. If you need a hint, that's the kind of joke that if your kid asks you to explain and you know the joke, you tell them that you'll tell them when they're older. There we go. Back in our little false set that we get with barrels. Not that one. More progress. Nope. Lost a little something in here. Not quite sure what it was. Wasn't on one. Sounded like we lost something though. Oh, there we go. Got a little pop further back in the lock. There we go. Uh-oh. Did we bork something? I hope not. That would be... Whoop. Be real unfortunate if we did. This lock is tough. Is a real fighter, this one. Do have to go at it with a certain amount of patience. And maybe a hair of stupidity. I'm not gonna lie, this is a really tough lock. Without a doubt, the toughest one I've ever picked. Something. So we're like right there. Oop, there we go. A little pop back on one that I think we lost a little bit ago. We're on it. It's not there. It's not there. Right there. It's not right there. Whoop, there we go, a little pop. Hey, there we go. All right. Whew. Took us a minute. Obviously, a little bit of a battle. But, as you can see, that core is turned. I'll pull this out here so we can have us a gander at that beautiful, well, maybe not so beautiful. I'm not a big fan of this keyway, but it is turned nevertheless. So we are going to take our tools and put them over there. I'm going to grab a fresh core shim so that I don't brick this on camera. That would be tragic, to say the least. And let me grab my screwdriver over here, which hopefully has, yeah, there we go. Ran out of battery yesterday when I was filming, so I had it charging overnight. We're gonna go ahead and get this popped open and gutted and show off some milling because this has barrels in it, and as it has barrels in it, it has milling. Bring that up here so that we're on camera. And I'm gonna lock this again so that I can grab the shim that decided to try to hide. Put that in there. Let's see, this one right? Yeah, okay. Turn this. And here we go. Take our shim out. Now this, pull those out just a little bit, has some really fun properties to it. These are these forked key pins I was talking about. Do that there so we can hold that. You can see, let me turn this so it's a little easier to see. On the camera, you can see that that's the bottom of it. It's not pointy the way that you're used to it being pointy. It's forked, and that interacts with the key in a normal way. Obviously, these are directional, but the end result is you can snag a pick in there. You can just makes it harder to feel where you're at. Fortunately, you can use a flag pick like we were to pick these. But that's pin number 6. Pull this guy out here. Pin number 5, you can see forked. Pin number, what is that, 4? Yeah, pin 4 has a fork to it, you can see. Pull out pin number 3 here, has a fork. This one kind of looks like a Medico a little bit. These don't rotate. Speaking of Medico, for clarity, here's another one. It's kind of Medico-like. There on 2, and then lastly, 1 has a little bit of a look going the other way. Now, the thing that you can see, it's got these little notches here that keep them from rotating. I'm gonna grab my pick over here so we can turn this up for the camera. You can see this milling here for the barrel spools. Turn that around. You can hear the clicks as the pick goes through that milling. I'll pull it up so you can kind of get a close-up of it. There's that side. You can see the milling, and on that side you can also see the milling lines. Now we'll get our barrel spools out. Now, if you're familiar with barrel spools, there's not anything fancy about these barrel spools. They are regular ass barrel spools. There you can see the first one in pin chamber 1. And then come back, we'll do pin chamber 2. There's another barrel spool. Do pin chamber 3, another barrel spool. Then we'll do pin chamber 4. Here we go, another barrel spool. Having some difficulty grabbing them there. There we go. I'll show you the close-up of these pins at the end. Do 5. Another barrel spool down in there. And last but not least, I'm going to poke these springs down so we can actually turn this around. And I'll show you 6 on this side for a little easier lighting and everything. There you go, 6. Got that barrel spool there. All right, now pull out my core follower and get the rest of our springs out. There's one. A little stuck. There we go. 1 spring. 2 spring. 3 spring. 4 spring. 5 spring. Let me turn it. There we go. And 6 spring. Get these down like that so we can get some spacing. And up in the Bible, as is tradition, there's no anything up in here. Just a Bible in a Scandinavian oval. So, let me pop this off. Come down under here. Get you a close-up on these pins. Go. Once again, the close-up on and milling on both sides. It goes all the way around. And that is our Ruko 1200 with barrel spools. Thanks for joining me, everybody. It's a longer video than normal, but it was a longer pick than normal. So thanks for joining, and have a good one.